Jason, what's on your mind?
Well, I had to give Monica some bad news. Can you just keep an eye on her for me?
Yeah, of course. Is this something I should know about?
I mean, he's denying it, but Peter August admitted that he's responsible for Drew's death.
So it's confirmed that Drew's plane crash was sabotage?
Yeah.
How did Grandma take this?
She's calm on the surface, but I know she's hurting. She was close to Drew, and she worked hard to get him to the family, so...
And what does this mean for Maxie? Is she safe?
I don't think Peter would hurt her physically, but emotionally. The damage has already been done.
I know you're angry at me, Peter. I get that. But you have to think about Maxie and do what is best for her.
But I do, Anna. Every single moment of every single day. The difference, of course, being that I know I'm not chasing the love of a woman who lied and conned her way into my head the way you did with my father.
I didn't do that.
Oh, well, we all know the obsession Faison had with you, but you're just as much a liar as he is. Who's to say you weren't obsessed with him?
That isn't true.
Really? You lied to me about my mother. And you were very good at it, too. But let's just say you're right. And then Faison did everything in his power to coerce you to be with him. Maxie fell in love with me by choice, and she embraced me with an open heart and of her own free will.
Then you need to reciprocate that love and do what is best for her and the baby.
What's that? Confess? Turn myself in? I'd spend the rest of my life in prison. I'd lose Maxie.
You already have.
Have you looked in the mirror? You're so concerned with me ending up like Faison. The truth is, you and he are one and the same.
I am nothing like Faison.
When you lie, you manipulate, you try and pressure people into being who you want them to be rather than who they truly are.
Peter.
Oh, well, you made your high standards and expectations quite known. And for the record, I don't want to be perfect.
No. You want to be loved. But you're incapable of that until you face the truth about yourself.
I have faced the truth, and you know what I realized? Being good Peter was exhausting. And I should have known Alex Merrick was my mother all along because she knew me. She knew my soul.
She gave you up. She rejected you.
She accepted me. She liked me. We spoke the same language. And for the first time in my life, I realized I could relax and be myself instead of jumping through hoops of fire to impress you. Because let's be honest, Anna, that's impossible to do, isn't it? Admit it. You knew I wasn't your son, and deep down, you were relieved.
I wanted to be the one to tell Monica about Drew, and I wanted to see you to see if you had any questions about Franco.
Why would I have questions about Franco?
I thought your mom would have told you.
Oh, she left a message telling me to call her back, but I haven't had time yet. Oh, what's going on?
Franco's dead. Somebody shot him.
Well, I've come to accept, Franco's freedom, that he changed. I plotted that man's death myself 1,000 times.
Michael, what's wrong?
Franco Baldwin was killed.
I'm the one who found him.
Do you have any idea who's responsible?
No, not yet.
Assuming that the list of suspects is pretty long.
Yeah, the cops are looking into it. Hopefully they'll find who's responsible and Elizabeth and her sons can have some closure.
Well, since when do you have faith in the cops?
I said hopefully.
And if they come up empty-handed?
Then someone else is going to have to find the killer.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to make this a vent session about Peter. I'm here as your friend. I want to support you. Franco meant something to you, didn't he?
He did. Well, as you know, Franco didn't want to have a family. But I did, and neither of us would budge, so he ended up marrying Elizabeth and inherited 3 sons.
That hurt you, didn't it?
Whatever I felt back then, it doesn't matter now. And he ended up loving those boys. And they brought out a warmth and kindness in Franco that he didn't even know he had.
I'm sorry you didn't get the family you dreamed of.